beat up Santa Fe engine. I didn't get to do a lead into this video because this train came up as soon as I got parked and got out of my truck. But we're down here between Ilmon and Caliente out on a trouble call. That's stuck behind this train on the number 2 track. Got this BNSF unit train. He is northbound down the hill towards Bakersfield. One of our communication sites for the PTC radio, I would imagine. A grain train. Can't be sure what's in there, but in this area they do run a whole bunch of them because of all the agriculture in the valley. Nice cool afternoon. It's March 24th, and got called out to a problem down at the control point at Ilmon. Have a dark signal down there. Go down there and change out an LED light. Nice and green around here still. You can't really see it because of the shadow, but we should stay this way year round, but it won't. Probably by the beginning of May, this will all be brown. But it's still a cool place to shoot videos, trains, share them with everyone. Here comes the drone. Squirrel, quite a few. Oh, this is a big old heavy train. I'm not used to seeing helpers in the middle of trains anymore. Don't run them up the valley on UP. That was a pretty common sight back in the 80s and 90s. Helper units, sometimes 2 sets of helper units in the middle of trains. But this would have been a good train to get a shot of struggling up the hill. Always thought that trains going up the hill were more dramatic. But they have to come down the hill too. I was hoping to get a train coming up through Ilmon when I get down there to work, but according to the dispatchers, they don't have any more southbounds running for a while. When I came up out of Bakersfield, they had 4 northbounds stacked up behind each other between Bakersfield and Bena. I don't know what was going on with that. Maybe waiting on this guy, I don't know. Old rail here in the middle of the road. Nice of them. You see the little crossing down there that I need to go across. You used to be able to stay on this side of the tracks and get through there, but I don't know if you still can. Go along those signals down there, but I don't want to get down there and get jammed up and have to turn around. So I'll just wait. I'm on overtime. Well, this guy still isn't moving. That's not a good sign. He could have left pretty much any time once that end of that train cleared Caliente, which is about 1.5 miles from here, up that way. But he's still sitting here, which means they probably have somebody else coming down the hill, which means I'm going to be stuck here for a while. Maybe I will try to get alongside those signals. Anyway, that's northbound between Caliente and Ilmon, headed down towards Bakersfield into the sunset. Well, after that last train went by, I could hear what sounded like compressors on a locomotive, so I walked around the curve, and sure as shooting, this train's parked right behind the one in front of me. So I decided to go ahead and try to get around those signals, which I did. I'm not sure if I can get all the way into Ilmon or not, but this would actually be a pretty cool place to get a video of a train. And this isn't on my district, so I won't be up here very much as a CSX unit. Got this BNSF manifest sitting here. He's probably blocking the next crossing I need to get through. We'll see. Nothing like an adventurous day on overtime. And drove a little farther down. It doesn't look like there are any more trains behind this one. There's the end of that manifest that I shot just a minute ago. The reason I stopped here is I did the piece on the storm watch where I talked about all the tunnels that used to be here. This is where tunnel half used to be. The original line went through the creek bed over there. And it's hard to believe that they put it there at one time, but they did, and it washed out in a couple of floods, so they brought the roadbed over to this side, did the line change over onto this side of the creek, up a little higher. And to do that, they had to punch tunnel half, and then down below here a ways tunnel quarter, which there's no remnants of that left. But this is where tunnel half was. And after the big spring floods in March of 1983 that washed out all the line down below here around Bena, they double tracked this, and there used to be an actual siding at Ilmon and a siding at Caliente, and this was the single track main line between the two. And this was tunnel half. They daylighted it, blew it up, and laid double track. Here comes another train. That's why these guys are all sitting here waiting, I guess. They're running some trains. That's all right. That's good, I guess. Keep people working, keep the economy running. Train. Alright, well, I'm going to get in my truck and move on down towards Ilmon. If I can't get across the tracks down there. I wanted to make a stop here because I'm not going to be down here very often. God, I hope not. But right there at the edge of that hill where the tracks go around, this was what would have been the east end of the siding at Ilmon, and it came off right here and went off that way along. You can see where the hills are cut there. That was the siding at Ilmon. was originally part of the main line, but when I started working out of Tehachapi in 1984, this was double track, but that was the number 1 track over there, and the number 2 track was on the left alignment here where this double track is now, and they didn't finish this part of the double track till about 1986 or 87, I think. But anyway, I wanted to catch this because I might not get a chance to again. There again, off into the nice looking sunset, looking back down towards Bakersfield. And looks like the trains are all out of my way now. See if I can't get down there and get some work done. Well, by the time I got down there and done last night on that call, it got too dark to do any more shooting, so I'm back out in the same vicinity this morning. Thought I'd close this out by saying that changed out that LED light. Everything went back to work. Worked fine. And other than some people over there shooting guns that I couldn't see, everything went safe. Anyhow, thanks for tagging along with me, and see you next time.